Hello world, welcome to Reading with Kermie. Chris here, aka Kermie. How's everybody doing? Location on my couch this morning. That's pretty good on location, isn't it? So I hope everybody's having a good day so far. It's almost 2:30 in the afternoon. Had a little time to take it slower this morning. Usually I'm waking up, getting my videos done, find some lunch, and trying to bolt out the door. And realized I don't have to do that. No wonder my brain is on freaking on the go lately. Just got to slow down sometimes and realize it's going to be okay. School is stressing me out enough. I don't need to rush through it. Maybe that's why got to the point where I was in high school before, because I tried to rush through it and get other things done instead. So, this is my challenge to myself. I went back to school and I've been trying to pass these prereqs, getting through math that I stopped at high school. And that's been really frustrating lately, trying to learn the math, and in my head I'm fighting with myself saying, you know what, why do I have to do this stuff to even get to classes I want to take, these math and English classes. But I realized, you know what, I'm going to get through this. This is, I haven't passed this before. Yes, maybe I won't. Who knows if I ever use it in the rest of my life or not, the math or whatever. I'm learning something along the way. I'm getting through these challenges. I'm getting stressed out, yes, but life is sometimes that way. So life brings us those challenges so we can move through them. And today that's my goal. Yes, I wish I can just start taking the classes I want to take and enjoy and actually want to learn something from. But sometimes we get in life where get experiences that sometimes we don't like, we don't enjoy, but you know what? It's for our own learning experience. I'm starting to believe I don't think it would be even in front of me if I wasn't supposed to learn something from it. So I'm sticking with the math and continuing my challenges today. Like I said, I didn't get to this point in high school. I stopped at fractions, being a third year senior, being a high school dropout, etc. So this is a challenge to myself. This is what I'm proving to myself, not everybody else, or trying to get that acceptance. I want to get through this and learn. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm going to give up, but not this time. I'm going to get through this and learn something from it. Well, that was a big spiel. Starting with Reading with Kermie, I hadn't even read a chapter and started talking. But you know what? Sometimes I have to let it out. And lately, honestly, I haven't had many people to talk to, so the social media is my outlet right now in life. So that's something I'm okay with too, because we gotta heal. We gotta get through our day. We gotta connect, and I'm okay with that today. So, well, just go back to Reading with Kermie. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's just small stuff. And just go to the new chapter. Yesterday or Friday was on relaxing. This one is turn your melodrama into mellow-drama. It comes that word again from the previous chapter, melodrama. I love it. So let's turn this into melodrama. Turn your melodrama into melodrama. Alright, let's get started. In a certain respect, this strategy is just another way of saying, don't sweat the small stuff. Many people live as if life were a melodrama, an extravagantly theatric play in which action and plot predominate. Sound familiar? In dramatic fashion, we blow things out of proportion and make a big deal out of the little things. We forget that life isn't as bad as we're making it out to be. We also forget that when we're blowing things out of proportion, we are the ones doing the blowing. Yes, yes. I found that simple that I found that simply reminding myself that life doesn't have to be a big soap opera. It is a powerful method of calming down. When I get too worked up or start taking myself too seriously, which happens more often than I like to admit, I say to myself something like, "Here I go again. My soap opera is starting." Almost always, this takes the edge of my seriousness and helps me laugh at myself. Try that. Often, this simple reminder enables me to change the channel to a more peaceful station. My melodrama is transformed into a mellow-drama. If you've ever watched a soap opera, you've seen how the characters will take little things so seriously that they run their lives over them. Excuse me, Binks, can you please get out of the way of the camera? Haha, with this cat. Come sit down, come on. Say hi to everybody, Binks. Hi, Binks. All right, where was I? Let's finish reading this chapter. If you've ever watched a soap opera, you've seen how the character will often take little things so seriously as they ruin their lives over them. Someone says something to offend them, looks at them wrong, or flirts with their spouse. Their response is usually, "Oh my gosh, how could this happen to me?" Then they exaggerate the problem by talking to others about how awful it is. They turn life into an emergency, a melodrama. The next time you feel stressed out, experiment with this strategy. Remind yourself that life isn't an emergency and turn your melodrama into melodrama. Wow, I think I was talking about a little my melodrama before I even started this chapter. But yeah, I know I tend to do that. I mean, I think what it is, a lot of it, and I not putting the blame game, but this is how we get trained at a young age. I think because there was soap operas on all the time on our television when we were growing up. I think that absorbed into our subconscious, so we lived out those plays in our lives. That's where my head's at with the whole situation of blowing our lives out of proportion, and we really do quite a bit of the time, and that's when it's time to breathe and relax and actually see the situation for what it is. And I've really tried to do that in my life today. I blow a lot of things out of proportion and play that drama over and over and over again in my head, different scenarios, you name it. My head comes up with it. And a lot of that's from our past stories and past behaviors, I believe. A lot of things I'm looking at, just like the program taught me all those years, is looking at that problem and cutting it at the root. And, evidently I'm still doing that. And, it's a journey of self discovery. And then we can share that with others. And hopefully they get something out of it and see that example in life. And that's one of my real goals, huh, Binks? Oh, he just wants some company while we're doing the video, huh, Binks? So, let's turn our melodrama into mellow-drama, okay? See where our world turns that way. As the world turns. Sorry, soap opera from way back in the day. Anyway, I hope you guys continue to have a good Monday. And Binks also says, have a great Monday, guys. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Say bye, Binks. Bye, everybody. See, he does this. He bites me, thinks we're playing. Anyway, love you all. Talk to you soon.